Alright, today we're going to do the Crysis, the infamous Crysis Benchmark. We'll be running 3 5870s in Tri-Fire with the Core i7-920 at 4.1 gigahertz, 21 multiplier because turbo's on. We got a RAM at 666 1859 1T, 1564, and this computer is to test for stability. I did 20 runs of Linux, so I got 20 successful passes, and I did 8 hours of prime 95 64-bit version, the blend test. And I feel that those two tests are all you need. When you complete both of those, you know you're about as good as you can get. Any more is just redundant and unnecessary. Here we got the 58, 3 of them, and we got them all running at 920 for the core and 1220 for the RAM. 3D settings. Use application, box. One thing I really like about the 5870s is we now have edge detect, AA. It's absolutely awesome. And hopefully NVIDIA will implement something like that. Right now the filtering is always in box mode. It's not nearly as good as the edge detect. And we got advanced AI. High performance bitmap, MSAA, and we're running the 9.11 betas, the only OpenCL capable drivers that ATI has ever put out. Hopefully the 9.12 WHQLs are OpenCL as well. I know the 9.11 WHQLs are not OpenCL. So we are going to Crysis Benchmark tool. We've got very high, 19. We're going to do 1920 by 1080, AA 16XQ. We'll go 4 rounds. DX10, no 64-bit. It takes a few frames per second off. It doesn't run as well as 32-bit, in my opinion. Well, it's not my opinion. It's proof. It's proved. I'm going to put this back to Windows Classic, and we'll leave our fan speed for the GPUs on auto because it does a real good job kicking in, and you know, it rarely kicks in. The GPUs are virtually silent. I think the big case helps. You know, it's pretty big case, the Iconic. All right, let us start the benchmark and see what we come up with. This is patched to the latest 1.21 version. You know, this game's is horribly coded for us. The scaling on ATI cards is just horrible. For instance, when I have no AA enabled, with the same test, same settings. With the single GPU, I'll get about 40 frames per second. With Tri-Fire, I'll only get around 70 frames per second. And that's just, you know, horrible. And in regular Crossfire, oh, I forget what I haven't tested for a while. I think it was about 50 frames per second or so. And if you think about 40 frames for one, 50 for two, and 70 for three, it's got better scaling in Tri-Fire. And really regular Crossfire, it's almost, well, in the instance of this game, it's not even worth it. I notice all the newer games, though, have like absolutely perfect scaling. I'm talking about, you know, 100% for every GPU you add. Like Modern Warfare 2, I know the Stalker, the new Stalker DX11 benchmark, the Heaven benchmark. It's just all about perfect. Hopefully the second installment of Crysis, the second one, will be a lot better. Alright, our overall average frames per second. DX10, 1920, 1080, A16XQ, 32-bit, very high. We got 65.883 repeating. So, it's not too bad. And next time we'll do Crysis Warhead benchmark. And thanks for watching.